All right, so real quick rundown, guys, of the extra weight that we put on the boat. This rear deck right here is an add-on. We figured since we were going to redo the transom, we would redo this rear deck. There was like this really flimsy fiberglass box that our battery sat in, and it was really ugly and uncomfortable and just not good. So we decided that we would we got some aluminum feet. We had them powder coated black. And we've got those on each side, and we built a fiberglass platform with a brace in the middle so that the deck is nice and sturdy. Now this thing is solid as a rock. Of course, we have our polling platform that we added on as well. This would be an additional, a little bit of an additional weight. This thing is pretty light, believe it or not. This is aluminum. And there's just one piece of fiberglass that goes on top. So it might add, I don't know, 25, 30 pounds to the equation, but it's really not a whole lot of extra weight. Probably the most weight that was added was with our transom. We did have a plywood transom, and that's the one that cracked. We ripped that out and we replaced it with a double Kuza board transom. The Kuza board is lighter than plywood, but we used a lot more of it, and we put a whole lot of fiberglass on top. And so, guys, there is some extra weight on the boat. We don't know how much, so we are going to water test this. First of all, make sure that we didn't do anything wrong and we don't sink. Make sure I put this thing in. And also, in another video, guys, we're going to show you how we built this polling platform and put it on, and we're also going to water test that in another video. So, guys, that's pretty much all the weight. Oh, we were having an issue with the rear having a little too much weight. I believe it was because the transom was cracked, and as we would accelerate, it would push the transom back, and that angle difference that the propeller was now propelling upwards instead of straight caused the boat to have a difficulty planing out, and we struggled a lot with that kind of thing. So it's a solid transom. The thing is solid as a rock now. It is probably a little bit heavier, but it's been a long time, and we did move the starter battery up here to this console box. So now we've got our starter battery and our deep cycle battery in the same compartment up here. Both of them used to be in the back, so we moved all that weight up to the middle, which should help us plane out quite a bit. So guys, let's get this thing ramped and we'll water test it and see how she does. All right, guys, it's a little nerve-wracking here. I think Lorenzo's initial report that it was good. Didn't seem like there was any water coming in the boat, but here we go, guys. We're gonna test it out for the first time. Well, buddy boy, how's she looking?
Looks really good, actually.
So far, so good?
Started out perfectly. It's not too far down. So, I haven't gone up here yet, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be part two. Part one is how does she perform? Part two, there's no water coming in, right?
No.
She's dry?
She's dry. Well, that was the water from the live well.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. All right, let me jump in here. Grab my keys. I'm gonna jump in real quick. All right, buddy boy, get us out in the middle. All right, guys, we're gonna test this out real quick. All right, guys, this is the moment of truth. Take it somewhat slow at first.
Yeah.
We also had the carburetor cleaned out as well. She sounds pretty smooth so far. Okay. So I said here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. got a pretty decent rooster tail. We are getting on plane. We're on plane? Keep going. We're on plane, but we're riding a little high. How's she sing? Good?
Good. She's running smooth.
Let's see how she looks when we slow down.
Yeah, that looks good.
Do you think we need to adjust the angle?
Of the engine?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think?
No, it's just... actually, maybe you can get it like one click up, actually.
One click up?
That actually might help it.
It might help it plane out a little bit faster.
Yeah. And
All right,
like,
let's get a mile per hour gauge.
Okay, and one thing is just like, it's just like unbalanced. Like
It feels unbalanced?
I mean, not too bad. It's just because of all the battery and like fat stuff.
Yeah, right. And the fat people up here?
I'm not calling you fat, I'm just saying.
All right. Well, maybe we'll see. So, all right, we're going to get our mile per hour gauge, guys. Right here. Lorenzo's going to hit it. We're going to do a mile per hour gauge here. Sounds pretty good. The most we've ever had her up to was 27. She was doing about 22 before we did this project, or she's at 22 now. 23, 24. See what happens when I come up here. She's planed out at 24 miles an hour, which is not bad, guys. That's very acceptable. All right, well, we're gonna try. Since it had a little bit of a slow plane, what we're gonna try is there's this mechanism right here where you can take this out. I'd have to figure out how to get it out. I'm gonna need two hands for that, but we're gonna put this, we're gonna drop the engine just a little bit more, and that should give it a little bit more of a little bit more of an angle upwards to try and help it plane out faster. So we're gonna try that out and see if we plane out faster and if it adds to our miles per hour. All right, guys, it was on the second hole. We moved it down one, so it's on the third. Try and change the angle of the prop. We're gonna drop the boat back in and see if we have a different result. You got it?
Oh, yeah.
Woo, baby.
Oh my gosh.
Fat boy.
I really thought you just broke it.
Fat boy alert. All right, guys, now we're gonna try and do the same. Let's see, we're gonna try and do the same experiment with that one notch lower and see if the engine performs any better. First, let's check the plane and see how she does and see if she gets on plane easier.
Ready?
Yeah. A little bit more of a rooster tail back there. All right, guys, let's see. Will it make a difference? We're at 23. That feels better, doesn't it? 24. Up here again. Oh yeah, look at that. Whew. All right, so not much of a difference on the miles per hour, but definitely planes faster.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Why don't I try to drive now and see what difference does it make? Because Lorenzo, what are you weighing these days?
I'm like almost 140. I'm 140.
You're 140? Okay, I'm 220-ish. So I got you by 80 pounds. So let's see what happens when I drive. And then here, I'll give you, it's filming. Let's see what happens.
It would definitely help if I was just sitting up there. It's only going 22.
All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Lorenzo, give me your analysis on you believe the performance, not of this, that's a different video.
Yeah, I know.
Give me your analysis on the performance of the boat with its new transom, with the rear deck, with a little bit of extra weight. Talk to me about it.
I actually really like it. I'm not gonna lie, like with the, you can definitely tell that like it's easier just to get on plane with the new transom.
With the transom?
With the new transom, it's not torque, so like it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
It's running really nice.
Yeah, the engine's running beautiful.
C-deck look, everything else looks
C-deck looks great.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I love how the platform looks. Even if I'm too fat to use it, we're gonna try that out in another video, guys. We're gonna see how
He's gonna get up there.
We're gonna see how a 220-pound guy does on this pulling platform. Make sure you subscribe to see how that goes. But all right, guys, I'm super thrilled. I mean, there's definitely a little bit more weight in the back. You can feel it's a little bit more rear heavy, but I think it's working out just fine. Especially if you have somebody up in the front, you know, it helps it plane out a little faster because the weight distribution's in the front. But so, guys, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Lorenzo, right?
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
It's great stuff.
You ready to jump up on that platform?
I'm ready to catch a fish with this.
Well, yeah, but we got to see if does the boat sink
Yeah.
if he gets up on that thing. Comment down below what you think will happen when we get up on that thing. This is a skinny boat, guys. The gunnels are really thin. The transom's real thin, a little bit more thick now. But we're gonna find out what happens when we get up on that thing. See if Lorenzo can throw a cast net from the top of that bad boy. Lorenzo, you think you'll be able to tank in?
I will.
You will. I think you will. I think you'll be
I
just
will.
fine. Guys, like, subscribe, and share. Until next time.
Watch your lip.
Watch your lip. Let's go. Skip upgrade. Skiff upgrade. Watch your lip.